Good evening. You know, in his famous speech, 1910 speech entitled Citizens in a Republic, Theodore Roosevelt declared, "It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dirt and soot and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming. But he who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotion, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of achievement, and who at worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly." And that man who dares greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. Friends, tragedy in life is not failing to meet your goals. It's having no goals to reach in the first place. In this race for governor, we may not have reached our goals tonight, but we are victorious for daring to step into the arena. We dare to step into the arena and we force the issues we care about to the forefront in this November election. You know, as the great-grandson of a slave, a kid who grew up in public housing, and the first in my family to go to college, I'm a winner just by being a strong competitor for governor of the great state of Illinois. Absolutely. And you are all winners for standing in the arena with me, raising the issues that matter most to the future of our great state. You know, our courageous men and women in law enforcement who put their lives on the line every day, who have seen the governor and the state legislature turn their backs on them, siding with criminals over communities. This campaign gave them a voice, put the issues of crime at the top of the November election. That's important. To the residents of our state, I say this: you can get safer streets and you can put violent criminals behind bars if you are willing to rise up and take back our state. Let's rise up. You know, listen, the taxpayers of Illinois who are suffering under crushing property taxes, struggling with inflation and high gas prices, and facing even higher income taxes under J.B. Pritzker. This campaign put the issues of taxes front and center, highlighting our record of lowering property taxes in Aurora to drive economic growth. To the residents of our state, I say this: you can get lower taxes and lower income taxes. You can get lower property taxes if you are willing to rise up and take back our state. Rise up. We've done it in Aurora, and we can do it everywhere throughout the state. You know, our background, our record, and our message were so compelling, so overwhelmingly likely to prevail in November. J.B. Pritzker and the Democratic Party spent the most amount of money in the history of democracy, meddling in a Republican primary to take us down. Tonight, J.B. Pritzker won the Republican primary for governor here in Illinois. He spent a historic amount of money to choose his own Republican opponent in the general election. And listen, I wish Darren Bailey well as he moves on to the general election. I wish him well. And listen, I hope this governor is wrong in his assessment that he can easily defeat the opponent he paid tens of millions of dollars to face. But if this governor is correct, and if he does easily prevail, we as citizens must rise up. My friends, Pritzker stopped us from winning tonight, but he couldn't stop us from changing so many hearts and minds around the state. People are fed up with the crime and the taxes and the corruption. And I believe that they are ready to rise up and take back Illinois. Listen, we must hold Pritzker accountable for the rise in crime, the high taxes, and the rampant corruption that plagues our great state. We must send a message that we, the people, are no longer going to accept this. This state is headed in the wrong direction as we are on a course to becoming bankrupt morally, socially, and fiscally. This governor has given the state of Illinois and all its residents a promissory note marked "Return to Sender" due to insufficient funds. We can't accept that bounce check. Let him know that if he doesn't deliver on his promises, he doesn't deserve to govern. We must rise up. There are those that have an interest in and benefit from chaos. They would have us believe that there is an enemy among us. But there is no real enemy. There is no actual us versus them. There is only America. When we understand that, we will then realize that we are stronger together than we are apart. All of us, we are stronger together. It is then that we will prevail as Illinoisans, as Americans. We must ask ourselves a critical question. Is government serving us, or is government ruling us? If the answer is the latter, we must rise up. We must rise up. And when we rise up, we will finally have an opportunity to change our direction. We will dispel hate, bigotry, and dissension for the sake of dissenting, and truly recognize what it means to be Republican. We will understand that the Republican Party must be a party of policies, not personalities. We will discover that civil debate is the cornerstone of a strong republic, and even though we may disagree, we are still countrymen. And hurting and threatening one another is unpatriotic. This is our opportunity to stand strong together as citizens of the United States of America. Stand strong together as residents of the state of Illinois. Rise up! You know, I want to take a moment to say thanks to my courageous, capable, and committed campaign team. You are all absolutely amazing and did an outstanding job making me a competitor. Thank you to my running mate, State Representative Avery Bourne. Let's give her a round of applause. Avery Bourne. Listen, Avery, you are one of the most intelligent, dedicated, and passionate public servants that I've ever met. You know, I look forward to your future endeavor in politics. This state needs you. The residents of Illinois need you. Keep being that competent voice of support for those who are voiceless. Let's give her another round of applause. Avery Bourne, ladies and gentlemen. State Representative Avery Bourne. And listen, it has been an absolute pleasure traveling the state with my slate mates. Steve Kim, let's give him a round of applause. John Milheiser, Shannon Tracy, and Tom Demmer. Thank you for your friendship and the service to the state of Illinois. And thank you to you, our 200-plus co-chairs and thousands of supporters throughout the state. Thank you for all that you did to support the Irvin Bourne team. And most importantly, I'd like to thank the voters that stood by us. We appreciate and value your vote. Let's give our team co-chairs and supporters a round of applause. Irvin Bourne team. And listen, to all the residents of Illinois, let me close with a few final thoughts. No one can guarantee what tomorrow brings. But I guarantee you this. I will continue to fight every day to ensure the successful future for all of you. I will fight for you because you deserve it. Illinois deserves it. We must all fight not simply for what we want today, but for our future prosperity and what is owed to us, this state of Illinois tomorrow and every day after. The land of Lincoln will rise again. We will rise again. So let this hour be the hour we be remembered as the time we decided to rise up and take back our state. Let this be the hour we recognize who we are as a people and what we have to offer as a state. Let's remember the feeling of pride we once had for the land of Lincoln and never forget what we stand for: unity, tolerance, and constitutional responsibility. And let us recognize what our future potential can be. Let's rise up. Let's rise up. Illinois, let's rise up and take our state back. Thank you. God bless you. God bless America. God bless the great state of Illinois. Let's rise up.